So the first thing is that when we set our goals, they need to be SMART goals. So SMART goals means they need to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. I'll speak a little bit about each of them. So specific, the goal needs to be very specific, so that ways you know what you're trying to do, right? And measurable, that you should be able to measure it. So I'll give you an example of a bad goal and a good goal. A bad goal for me could be, I just want to look good. Now, when you say I want to look good, what does that mean? Right? So looking good can mean 10 different things to 10 different people. So it's not specific enough, and it is hard to measure. How would you measure whether I'm looking good today versus I'm looking good yesterday or in future, right? So for it to be a good goal, I need to break it down to make it very specific. So I can say I need to lose weight, right? Or I need to have an inch loss, right? Then it becomes specific, because then I know what I'm going after. The second part of the goal, it has to be measurable. Measurable means you should be able to measure it. So if I'm saying that I need to lose weight, then I need to set a goal. How much weight? Is it 20 pounds that I'm talking about? Is it 10 pounds? Is it 50 pounds? Right? Or if I'm talking about inch loss, then how many inches am I talking about, and from where? Right? So that's the measurable part. The third part, it has to be attainable. If I set a goal, I'm going to lose 100 pounds in 3 months, it's not attainable. I know in my head I cannot do it, so it will not be motivating for me anymore. Or if I look at it in a team setting, it won't be motivating for the team. So it's very important that the goals that you set are achievable and attainable. There is nothing wrong in goals to be a little bit of stretch, because we all want to push ourselves, but at the end of the day, it should still be achievable or attainable. The fourth thing is it has to be relevant. It has to be relevant to the bigger overarching picture of what is important to me, right? And the last thing is time bound. As I said, right, there has to be a time bound to it. So I want to lose, let's say for example, 20 pounds. Is it in 1 month? Is it in 3 months? Is it in a year? It's important to define the time frame, so that ways you know at the end of it whether you have achieved your goal, yes or no.